Welcome back, travel bugs! Today on our trip in Iceland, we're taking you to our very first stop on the Ring Road. It is two of Iceland's most stunning and lesser visited waterfalls, Barnafoss and Hraunfossar. Barnafoss is known for its dazzling blue waters and insanely strong current, and Hraunfossar is famous for its unique cascades flowing out of a lava field. Today we're at the Hraunfossar waterfall. This is an easy trail. It's only about a half mile for both this and Barnafoss. Oh, wow. What makes this waterfall so unique is how it emerges directly from beneath the lava fields formed by a volcanic eruption over 1,000 years ago. The water flows from underground springs fed by a glacier, creating these dozens of small gentle cascades that stretch across nearly a kilometer of the lava's edge. The contrast between the clear water from a glacier and the dark volcanic rock is absolutely stunning. I'm struggling to zip my jacket up.
I got it on camera.
Okay, we're walking along. The best part? The main viewpoints are just a short walk from the parking area, within 2 minutes of parking, making this a highly accessible spot for all visitors of all ages, young and old. The water is like a crystal blue, actually.
Sorry?
The water is like a crystal blue right there. The weather is kind of cold. I'm in a parka and a vest and leggings, and I should have brought thicker gloves, you know, but thicker gloves. Definitely, you know, I thought it was sunny and this jacket would do me warm, but I didn't put on windproof pants. That would have been a good idea. Be sure to take your time to explore each platform. Every angle reveals something new. We're going to be giving you the views from each platform, which there are about 4 of them. If you're visiting during the fall or winter, the surrounding colors and snow add even more magic to the area. About 10 minutes up from Hraunfossar is Barnafoss, or what they call Children's Falls. The name Barnafoss comes from a local tragic legend. According to the story, 2 children fell into the river while trying to cross this natural stone arch that used to be there. Since then, the stone arch was then taken down, but the name continued, and that's why it's called Barnafoss. The waterfall couldn't be more different than its neighboring waterfall. Barnafoss is a fierce, churning torrent that rushes into this narrow volcanic canyon. If you accidentally fall in, you'll be sure to be swept away, which is why it's so important to pay attention to the safety signs. There are multiple viewing points from here as well. The best one is the bridge overlooking the waterfall, because that gives you a close-up of the raw power of the waterfall. And it's probably the most beautiful way to see Barnafoss. Some tips for visiting. So both, to our surprise, were actually next to each other. You didn't even need to get in the car or walk very far to see both. They're about a 1.5-hour drive from the town of Reykjavik, and this can easily be done as a day trip, or the start or end to your Ring Road adventure. There's a parking area with restrooms, and you don't have to actually pay for the parking lot, but I did read you do have to pay for using the restrooms. The walking paths are well maintained, making it a great stop even if you're short on time. It's also good for younger or older people who may not want to trek very far in order to see great views. We did this in less than an hour, but you may take shorter or longer depending on how many videos you take and what pace you like to go at. We did this on our first day landing in Iceland, and which some people don't recommend actually driving after you land, especially after a red eye, but we weren't tired and we did have our first hotel in this area, so we had to drive. But always make sure you feel safe and not tired before you hit the road, because driving in Iceland is not for the faint of heart. So if you're doing this as a day trip and you want to add it to other attractions in the area, this can include the cave Vidgilmir, which is tour only, so you can't explore it without a tour. We looked into this but didn't have very much time. I think the tour takes a couple of hours, and there's a few times throughout the day. You can also add this onto the Krauma Spa and even possibly the Gleimer Waterfall, which is one of the deepest or most highest dropping waterfalls in Iceland. This hike takes about 3 to 4 hours, so you do need to allocate at least a half day in order to do this, and especially if you want to add other attractions to it during that day. If you are doing this as a day trip and are staying in the area, we do recommend staying at Hotel Husafell. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, happy travels.